All right, shalom, brothers and sisters.
Shalom.
All praises to the Most High Ahaya, in the name of His Son Yeshua, our Lord and Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Today's lesson is called Babylon, the Habitation of Devils. Okay, and we came up with this lesson to show a lot of the brothers and sisters who are currently living today in this society where is Babylon and who is considered Babylon according to the scriptures. So the question is, where is ancient Babylon today? Ancient Babylon today is where you would find Iraq. So we're going to go into the Bible dictionary real quick, the Underwritten Bible Dictionary, and we're going to have this brother right here read the definition for Babylon so you can understand where is Babylon today, because a lot of people like to say concerning the scriptures and concerning the prophecies about Babylon, when we say that America today is currently called Babylon in the scriptures, a lot of people would say, no, that's not true. Babylon was in the past. Yes, we understand that there was an ancient Babylon, but we are living in what's called today the daughter of Babylon. So I want this brother to read the definition for Babylon real quick so that we can get a little understanding on what the scholars understand as what was Babylon or where was Babylon.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is Babylon. It says Greek form of Babel, name of city and country, of which it was the capital. First mentioned in Genesis 10:10.
So it says it was first called, is named after Babel. Mm-hmm. And everybody should know the story of the Tower of Babel, where they tried to build the tower and the Most High confounded their languages, and that's where the word Babylon comes from the word Babel. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. First mentioned in Genesis 10:10. Hammurabi became ruler in the 18th century, reached height of power under Nebuchadnezzar II, conquered by Cyrus of Persia, 359 BC. Often mentioned in prophecy, Isaiah 13:1, 19, Isaiah 14:22, Isaiah 21, Isaiah 46, Isaiah 47, Jeremiah 50, verse 51. Famous for hanging gardens, temples, palace, ruins, remains. In the New Translation, the symbol of opposition of God. 1 Peter 5, verse 13, and Revelation 14, verse 8. It says, although remaining as an inhabited site.
Yes. It says although it still remains as an inhabitable site, meaning people still live there. Go ahead.
Babylon declined still further in importance under the Parthians, 125 BC, and was last mentioned in a Babylonian clay tablet dated about 10 BC. Mm-hmm. At the present time, the Baghdad of Basra railway line passed within a few yards of the mound that was once the most splendid city of the world.
So you see, it says in Baghdad, and where Baghdad is today is where modern Iraq is currently. So ancient Babylon is where Iraq is. Thank you, brother, for that. So now that we've discovered where ancient Babylon is, we're gonna go through the scriptures to see what is considered Babylon today, because the prophecies concerning Babylon shows some disturbing things as far as what the Most High has planned for this place called Babylon. So we're gonna go into the scriptures to find out where is Babylon today. And the next question is, the Most High, He created all things, all right? He wrote everything from the beginning to the end in what we have here called the Bible. Every nation, every empire that ever existed on this planet is actually written in the scriptures. So why wouldn't America, the last empire to be ruling at this time, not written in the Bible? Why would the Most High leave America out? So you're gonna come to find out that the Most High did not leave America out. The Most High did not forget America in His prophecies concerning this place. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's read a scripture concerning a warning to sinful cities. Okay, what the Most High warned sinful cities for of the destruction to come to them for how they operated in certain areas. So we're gonna go to the book of Nahum. Right? We're going to go to the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 1. All right?
Okay. Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
So the first thing here it says, woe unto the bloody city. How can a city be bloody? A city built on blood. Okay? A whole nation, a whole empire built on blood. You're going to come to find out that every empire that ever ruled this earth was built on blood. Okay? There was no empire that was ever set up peacefully. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 2. The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the parsing horses, and of the jumping chariots.
So this, but basically, verse 2 is showing that this city never sleeps. The noises of prancing horses and whips and chariots. This is talking about a city that never sleeps. There's always something going on there. Go ahead.
Verse 3. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse. 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredom of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft,
The mistress of witchcraft. Go ahead.
that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcrafts.
So you see that these cities that the Most High is talking about, especially this city in particular, the city in Nineveh. This is the city that Prophet Nahum is prophesying against. But we can use this as a guideline to show how the Most High looks at sinful cities. So through whoredom and through witchcraft are other nations sold into buying into these cities. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts.
See, the Most High is against these wicked cities that were built on blood and sustained themselves through witchcraft. Go ahead.
And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
And what does that mean? He said he will discover their skirts upon their faces, meaning they will be exposed for all their wicked doings. When you lift up, when you lift up a woman's skirt, she's exposing herself. So that's what the Most High said he's going to do to these sinful cities. He's going to expose them for their evil doings. There's going to be a time where everybody's going to understand that these places that we are currently living in are all wicked from its inception, from its thought of, from its bringing up. These places are wicked. They were built on blood. They were built off of witchcraft and off the blood of the saints. Go ahead.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness.
See, he will show the naked thy nakedness, meaning he will expose them for their truth. Go ahead.
And the kingdoms thy shame.
See that? Go ahead.
Verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and I will set thee as a gazing stock.
Okay, so that's what the Most High plans to do to all evil cities. Not just that city in particular, but to all cities that's built on wickedness and evil and witchcraft. You're going to come to find out that this place that we call America was built on witchcraft. It was built on the blood of the saints and murder. Okay? How do you think? Well, why do you think that they celebrate Christopher Columbus Day? All right. Right now we're approaching what is that? Thanksgiving, where the whole world is going to be celebrating the slaughter of the Native American Indians. That's what you're celebrating on Thanksgiving. You're actually celebrating the slaughter of innocent people who are actually part of the children of Israel, who are part of the lost 10 tribes. So let's go to the scriptures to find out the prophecies concerning Babylon now. Okay, this place called Babylon. But you're gonna find out that the prophecies that we're gonna read today is not concerning ancient Babylon. It's gonna be concerning future Babylon, which we all know to be America. So we're gonna go to the book of Isaiah, right? Going to Isaiah the 13th chapter. And we'll start at verse 1. We'll read 1 to 5. Isaiah 13, verses 1 to 5.
Isaiah 13, verse 1.
Go ahead.
The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. For the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, the tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together, and the Lord of hosts mustered up the host of the battle.
So why are the multitude of the nations coming together? Why is the Most High saying that he mustereth the battle? He himself is behind the battle against Babylon. You're going to come to find out that the Most High did not forget Babylon for all its wickedness. Okay? Every nation that was sinful in the eyes of the Most High was taken down by the Most High. So I believe that we are living on the most in the most wickedest society known to mankind. So you don't think the Most High has something against this place that we're currently living on? All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. They came from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land.
To destroy what?
To destroy the whole land.
So it's prophesied that this whole land will be destroyed. Okay? I want you to jump down to verse 9.
Isaiah 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord comes.
See, behold, the day of the Lord has come. Go ahead.
Cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate.
To lay the whole land desolate. Now, what does the word desolate mean? It means without inhabitant. It means to be totally destroyed. Okay? Go ahead.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
See, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Continue.
Verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
And I would what?
And I will punish the world for their evil.
Okay, so the Most High said there's going to be a time where he's going to punish the world for their evil. You think that the United States of America is being blessed by the Most High? They're saying on their money it says God bless America. Which God? Because the God that I know and the God that I'm learning, that I have learned about, says that the only way you can know him is by keeping his commandments. This place is built on breaking the Most High's commandments. So how is this, which God is blessing America? You got it. Satan. Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
You see that? So so there's going to be a time where he's going to stop all this from happening. Everything that's going on in these wicked places. All right? Jump down to verse 17.
Isaiah 13, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
So he said, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Okay? Who are the Medes? If you understand, if you understand the Bible's history, according to the histories of all these different empires, we know that the first empire to rule was the Babylonian Empire, right? Then came the Persian Empire. Then after the Persian Empire came the Greek Empire. Then it was the Roman Empire. Those are the four major empires to rule this earth. So he said that. What he said? Read verse 17 again.
Isaiah 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
So he said, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. So we understand the history of how ancient Babylon was taken down. Ancient Babylon was taken down by the Medes, who are called the Persians. Okay? So history repeats itself. The same way it happened back then is the same way it's going to happen now. So he said, I will stir up the Medes against them, i.e. the Persians. And who are the modern day Persians today? The Iranians are the modern day Persians. Look it up. Go on Google and type in who are the modern day Persians or the modern day Medes. Google will tell you the Iranians are. So go ahead, read that again from the top.
Isaiah 13, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
You see that? They do not delight in silver and do not delight, and in gold they don't have no need for it. Because why? What is this saying? It's saying that there's no peace talks with the Iranians or with the Persians. There's no peace talks with these people. These people cannot be bought. And I've listened to some of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Yeah, I've listened to some of his speeches. He doesn't care about anything else. He just cares about the well-being of his people. America cannot buy these people. All right? This is what the Bible is saying. The Bible said that these people cannot be bought. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Their bows shall dash the young men to pieces. And we know that's ancient talk for weapons. Okay? And what do we consider bows today? Weapons, guns, okay, nuclear weapons. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
See, they will have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Their eyes shall not spare children.
Go ahead.
19.
Yep.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms.
And it says Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. So now let's see which Babylon they're talking about. Are they talking about ancient Babylon, or they're talking about a future Babylon? So read that from the top again.
Verse 19, excuse me. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees.
The beauty of the Chaldees. Go ahead.
Excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? So what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Go ahead, continue reading.
20. And it shall never be inhabited.
And it shall what?
And it shall never be inhabited.
So in this prophecy, it says that Babylon will never be inhabited. And in the beginning of the lesson, we read from the mouths of these scholars that ancient Babylon, where ancient Babylon is today, which is currently modern day Iraq, is still inhabited. But the Most High said that this place will not be inhabited. Read that again.
Verse 20, and it shall never be inhabited.
And it shall never be inhabited. So now one might ask, what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Okay, because the Most High said the same way he's going to destroy this Babylon is the same way as when he took down Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? And we're going to get that. So keep that in mind. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? How did the Most High destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? So matter of fact, let's get that real quick before I forget. Hold what you have in the book of Isaiah, and let's go to the book of Genesis. I'm going to go to Genesis 19. Genesis, the 19th chapter. And we're going to start at verse 24. So we can see exactly what is Isaiah talking about here in the book of Isaiah. Okay? Genesis 19, starting at verse 24. Go ahead.
Genesis 19, verse 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
So what did the Most High do to Sodom and Gomorrah? Read that again.
The Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
You see that? The Most High rained brimstone and fire from the heavens on this wicked place, Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what happened. Go ahead.
25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground.
You see that? Everything that was a part of this wicked place called Sodom and Gomorrah, the Most High took down. He destroyed it with fire and brimstone. Go ahead.
26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
And this is talking about Lot's wife. They was commanded to just go and not turn back. She turned back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Go ahead.
27. And Abraham gate up early in the morning at the place where he stood before the Lord.
Go ahead.
28. And he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah.
And Abraham looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
And towards all the land of the plain.
Go ahead.
And beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
So this place was utterly destroyed by the Most High for their wickedness. Sodom and Gomorrah was very wicked. Okay? They was very wicked. So now let's go back to the book of Isaiah. Okay? This is how we know we're living in that time. Because when you go into the history of Sodom and Gomorrah according to the Bible and according to the book of Jasher, okay, it explains what was going on. Oh, well, the book of Jasher explains what was going on in the place called Sodom and Gomorrah in detail. There was a lot of homosexuality going on there. Okay, that was one of the main causes why the Most High destroyed it. Okay, in the place called Sodom and Gomorrah, people were getting arrested and thrown in jail for feeding the poor. Does that sound familiar to you today? Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah was built on keeping the rich rich and the poor poor. Doesn't that sound like a place today where we live? Okay, there's nothing new under the sun, like the wise King Solomon said. So now let's go back to the book of Isaiah to see what place is it, what was he comparing it to? So we've seen that Sodom and Gomorrah was utterly destroyed by fire, and it was never inhabited again. So I want you to go back to Isaiah and start at verse 19 again.
Isaiah 13, verse 19.
Go ahead.
In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
See, it shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And we just read how Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrown by fire and brimstone. Okay? I need some of like any scholar or any Christian to pull up the history of ancient Babylon and show me where ancient Babylon was destroyed with fire. And read the next verse.
In verse 20, it shall never be inhabited.
And it says here that this Babylon will never be inhabited. But we know that there's people still living in Iraq today. So where is this place that the Bible is speaking of? Is this a future Babylon? Yes, it is. Go ahead.
Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
You see that? Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. This showing that this place will be utterly destroyed as Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Is there any place on this earth that we can point to say, okay, this happened again? This happened already. I don't see the place. I never even read the history on that. So if anybody could bring the history on that, then I'll listen to it. But until then, the Most High word is true and every man a liar. Go ahead.
Right. Neither the Arabian pitch tent there.
See, neither shall the Arabians pitch their tent there, meaning these no foreigners will be able to come here. They call America the melting pot. Why they call it the melting pot? Because every nation comes here. Everybody, every nation on the earth is in this land. Okay, this is where everybody come to mix and mingle and make money. Okay, go ahead.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
See that? Go ahead.
21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. 22. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall be her days shall not be prolonged.
So you see that it says, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So it's been in the Most High's spirit to destroy this place called Babylon. But the question is, do you know that you're currently living in this place called Babylon? This place is full of demonic influences, witchcraft, okay? Sorcery, everything you can think of is in this place called America. You may not understand that, okay? But if you do the history, even if you look at the map on Washington D.C., you'll see that the whole construct of the Washington D.C. area, okay, is built on Masonic symbolism and sorcery, okay? This is the place that we all call home temporarily. That I call home temporarily. Okay, so now the similarities between Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon, ancient Babylon, and what the Bible is calling New Babylon, or the daughter of Babylon, or we call it America, it's all the same. Everything that was happening back then is happening today in this same place. You can't even walk down a block without seeing something that's gonna cause you to sin. They got billboards of sinful activity everywhere. You turn on your TV, there's a sinful show. Okay, what you listen to, I'm saying, everywhere you go, this place is built on sin. And the Most High said, woe unto the city that was built on blood. Okay, so we got to be careful of that. So now, let's go into the scriptures to see why the Most High has to judge this place. Why is there a judgment on America? Okay, Why is there a judgment here? Let's go to the book of Revelations. We're going to go to the book of Revelations. Start at chapter 17. Revelation 17, and we're going to read from verses 1 to 6, okay? So, this is the reason why the Most High has to judge this place. Go ahead.
Revelation 17, verse 1.
And I need everybody to pay attention to this, because this is actually when John the Revelator is speaking. This is thousands of years after the children of Israel came out of ancient Babylon for the second captivity. So we gotta figure out what place is this? What place is it? What future place is he talking about? What place on this earth today matches what we're reading here in the book of Revelations? Okay? So Revelations chapter 17, we're gonna start at verse 1 to 6.
Revelation 17, verse 1.
Go ahead, yeah.
And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 veils, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, that sitteth upon many waters.
So you see, the angel came to John and said he's going to show him the judgment concerning the great whore which sitteth upon many waters. What does that mean? The great whore that sitteth upon many waters. It's talking about having influences in different parts of the world, setting up camp in different parts of the world. America is established everywhere. America is what we call today the Mecca of everything. If you want to make money, you want to spend money, you come here, okay? Because I know that my foreparents, they came to America to what? To create a better life. Everybody comes here to buy and sell. So go ahead.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
See that? Read that again.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
So all the kings of the earth have committed fornication with this great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay? This is talking about spiritual fornication. Every nation has the influence of America within their society. Okay? Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
You see, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. How? Through their witchcraft, through the witchcraft of America. Okay? Through their sorcery. All right? The same thing that was happening in ancient Babylon is happening today. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads with 10 horns.
So this place had a head with 7 heads. It had Well, read that part again. It said, I saw a woman sit upon a what?
And I saw a woman sit upon the scarlet-colored beast.
Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Have a name full of blasphemies. Have a name full of lies. Nothing but lies come out of this place. Okay. All right. Every 10 seconds you see a commercial with prescription drugs. Okay. And after you see the prescription drugs, it tells you all the side effects. So how could you then hear the side effects and still want to take it, to take some of the drugs that they're prescribing you? Only sorcery could get people to say, okay, it still should be good for me. And then you end up in hospital with seizures and headaches and nosebleeds and all that stuff. The medication did that to you. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
And you see verse 4, it says, and the woman was arrayed, meaning she was dressed with what?
With purple and scarlet color.
With purple and scarlet color, meaning very, high fashion would come from this place. Go ahead. What else?
With gold and precious stones and pearls.
You can buy jewelry. You can buy precious stones here. You can buy precious ointment. Everything you need that's of high quality comes from this place. Go ahead.
Having a golden cup in her hand. full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
You see that? And having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations, meaning this place is full of sin. And is just giving off all of its sin to all the inhabitants of that land. This is what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Mhm.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
You see that? And then it said that John seen that it was written on it, mystery. What it says? Mystery Babylon. Why is he saying that this is a mystery Babylon? Because this Babylon that he's talking about in the scriptures was not known to them at that time. Ancient Babylon was already destroyed at that time. It was already taken down. So which Babylon is this? It's a mystery one. It's a future Babylon. It says the great mystery Babylon the Great.
The Great, the mother of harlots.
See, the mother of harlots, meaning this place will become the Mecca for all the whoredoms of the earth, all the filthiness of the earth. What it says, and what?
And abominations of the earth.
See, and all of the sinful activity of the earth. This place will be responsible for it. Meaning this place called Mystery Babylon would be the foundation of all wickedness that would spread all over the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
And you see that? He saw the woman drunken of the blood of the saints. What does that mean? This place called Mystery Babylon is responsible for killing the Most High's people. Okay? Is responsible for destroying and killing the saints of the Most High. I know you may be familiar with hearing that word saints in the churches, but the word saints is pertaining to the children of Israel. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get that for you so that way you can understand who are the saints of the Most High. I don't want to miss that. See if I can find it real quick for you. Let's go to I can't find that scripture here. I remember 5. All right, hold on. All right, here it goes. Go to Psalms. Sorry about that. Let's go to Psalms 148, verse 14. This scripture tells you who are the saints of the Most High, according to the scriptures. Psalms 148, verse 14.
Psalms 148, verse 14.
Go ahead.
He also exalted the horn of his people.
So he also exalted the horn of his people. Go ahead.
The praise of all his saints.
The praise of all his saints.
Even of the children of Israel.
Even of the children of Israel.
A people near unto him.
A people near unto him.
Praise ye the Lord.
Praise ye the Lord. So the saints referred to in the book of Revelation is specifically talking about the blood of the children of Israel. Okay, read that part again. Verse 6.
Oh, yeah.
Revelation 17 and 6.
Revelation 17, verse 6.
Go ahead.
And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel?
Yeah.
I will... Yeah.
Revelation 17 and 6.
And 6, sorry, okay. Sorry. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
So this place that the Bible is referring to as a woman, Babylon, Mystery Babylon, or America today, was drunken with the blood of the saints. How much of the blood of the children of Israel are spilt on the ground of the ground that we walk on today? Okay, this place was built on the backs of the slaves, and you got it. Yes, the slaves are the children of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshua.
Go ahead.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
So you see, he was wondering about this place. He wanted to figure out what was this place. And we know this place to be America because this place is full of abominations. No one can't tell me that this place is not doomed to fail. Every state is going to soon legalize gay marriage. That is an abomination, okay? Nowhere would the Most High allow that. That's the reason why Sodom and Gomorrah, keep in mind, was destroyed for the high level activity of homosexuality, which is totally against creation, okay? The Most High is not down with that. So if the Most High is not down with that, he got to take it up. He got to destroy it. All right. So now, let's go. Let's also go to Psalms 137 on more as to why the Most High did not forget this place and why He has to judge this place. Okay. We're on to Psalm 137. Starting at verse 1. Go ahead.
Psalms 137, verse 1.
And this is King David. And mind you, King David did not have a kingdom when Babylon was operating. Okay? King David did not have a kingdom. This is hundreds of years after the children of Israel came out of ancient Babylon. So let's see what King David was prophesying in the Psalms. Go ahead.
Psalms 137, verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept. When we remembered Zion, we hung our harps upon the willows of the midst thereof.
So you see, this is King David speaking here. He said, read verse 1 again, by the rivers of Babylon.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
There we sat down.
Yea, we wept.
We wept. Go ahead.
When we remembered Zion.
When we remembered Zion. Okay. Go ahead.
2. We hanged our harps upon the willows of the midst thereof.
You see that? And that's speaking of old Negro spirituals. All right. When you hear all those old spiritual songs from the slaves, they're always talking about Zion or the River Jordan or wait in the waters. That's talking about being delivered from this place, going back to the homeland. There was actually some slaves who understood who they were. Okay? Go ahead.
3. For there they that carry us away captive required of us a song.
You see, they required of us a song. Go ahead.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion.
You see that? Have the slave master say, oh, go ahead, slave. Sing me one of them songs. Sing me one of them spiritual songs from your homeland. Go ahead.
4. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
You see that? How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? There's no way we could be happy in this place. It's not our home. We were taken from our home. Go ahead.
If I do not 5. If I forgot thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
Go ahead.
6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chiefly joy.
You see that? This is what King David was prophesying back then. He did not want to forget his homeland, Jerusalem. But you ask our people today, where we come from, the only thing we know was them slave ships. That means our people forgot our heritage, which was prophesied to happen to us. We forgot our homeland. We forgot where we actually came from. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
You see that? Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. Okay? And Edom was not responsible for bringing us into ancient Babylon. So this is talking about a future place. Go ahead.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, razz it,
or raise it,
even to the foundation thereof.
See that? This is specifically talking about 70 AD, when the Romans, now you understand who the Edomites are, who Esau is, or Edom, okay? When the Romans came into Jerusalem and they destroyed everything, okay? And they took us captive. They took some of us captive, and they killed some of us, and some of us were able to escape into the Atlas Mountains and into Africa. This is how come we're still here today, because some of us ran into Africa. So King David is saying, do not forget the children of Edom. for what they did to our people in 70 AD. And mind you, and King David is prophesying this before 70 AD even happened. Go ahead.
Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon.
Oh, what?
O daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of Babylon. This is so basically it's showing you here that it's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about the daughter of Babylon. And to be the daughter of something means you were offspring. You came from the original. So this place is called the daughter of Babylon. Go ahead, read that again.
O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed.
Who what?
Who art to be destroyed.
So even King David knew that this future place would be destroyed. Go ahead.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
You see that? Happy shall he be, meaning the Most High, when he deals with them the same way they have served his people, the way they treated his people, the children of Israel. Go ahead.
9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Okay, so we see here that the Most High always had this place in his heart. He didn't forget about the wickedness that's happening in this place called the daughter of Babylon. So now we got to let's read the judgment to come on this place. Let's read the judgment, because some people might be confused. Some people might be saying, you might be saying right now to yourself, but how can this be true? God is going to save us out of this place. God is going to rescue us. He's going to rapture us. Brothers and sisters, there's no such thing as a rapture. Okay? There's no such thing as the rapture. When the Most High was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah, did he rapture Lot from Sodom and Gomorrah? Did that happen? What he did, he told them to get up and run. You and your household to get up and run. So I don't see a rapture happening. When the Most High saved the children of Israel out of Egypt, was it through a rapture? Was it secretly done at night? Or did he part the Red Sea and make them walk through it? And the Egyptians seen them walk through it. Like, how did it happen? They had to deliver themselves out of their trouble. Okay? So if anybody is filled with that, with what the Christian church is telling them about, you don't have to worry about nothing. Okay? Jesus Christ is gonna come and rapture us out of here. We're gonna be saved. You are being lied to. There's no such thing as the rapture. You will not be raptured out of the hands of America. You will not, because the Most High never raptured any of the people in the past. So why would he rapture us now? That doesn't make any sense. So they're keeping you in a state of sleep by you believing in their rapture doctrine. Okay, so now let's read the coming judgment to this place called Babylon. Okay, or the daughter of Babylon, as King David called it. And as John the Revelator called it. And Isaiah called it. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. We're going to Isaiah chapter 47. Okay. Isaiah 47. Okay. Start at verse 1.
Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Read that again.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So Isaiah is prophesying and saying, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, why is it called the virgin daughter of Babylon? When a female is considered a virgin, it means she has not been touched by a man. Okay, she has not been touched. Okay, this place called Babylon, America, has not been touched by any nation as far as concerning as war. Okay, there was never a time or a situation where foreign troops touched the soil of America and went to war on American soil. This is what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
There is no throne. Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
O daughter of the Chaldeans. This is the second time we heard this word Chaldees or Chaldeans. This place is called the place of the Chaldeans, or the daughter of the Chaldeans. What is a Chaldee? Okay, let's get that into Hebrew so you can understand what is a Chaldee. I want you to read the Hebrew word for it and read that part right there. Read that for me. What's the Hebrew word for Chaldee?
Chaldemia.
Or it's with a K.
Kazdi.
Chaldee or Chaldemua.
Chaldemua.
Right? And read the definition for Chaldees in the Hebrew. What does it say?
By implication, a Chaldean, as if so descended, also an astrologer.
Also a what?
Also an astrologer.
So a Chaldee was always understood to be an astrologer or a sorcerer, because we understand that astrology is sorcery, using the stars and reading the stars to tell someone's future. That's sorcery. That's how ancient Babylon was able to sustain itself, because they had sorcerers amongst them to predict what would happen next, what would be in their future. So when we read in this, it says that read that same verse 1 again.
Verse 1.
There is no throne. Read that part again.
O daughter, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans.
O daughter of the Chaldeans, meaning these people, this future daughter of Babylon, also have the spirit of the Chaldees, the spirit of the astrologers within their society. Okay, what do you think? What do you think the president's cabinet is about? And his advisors. What do you think they're advising him? Okay, the presidents of the United States have what we call sorcerers in their background, telling them what's next, telling them what to do. Okay, it's not by accident that the president that's set up has a league of advisors. What is an advisor? An advisor advises someone what to do next. Same thing what ancient Babylon had. They had Chaldees, they had sorcerers in their midst. The same way America has sorcerers in its midst. Okay? This is what it's talking about here. So your government structure is not really a government structure. It's a satanic, okay, it's a satanic structure that's built on witchcraft and sorcery. This is what the Bible is saying here. The daughter of the Chaldees, the daughter of the astronomers, of the sorcerers, witchcraft, what they're using. Go ahead. I just wanted to pull that because the second time we read the word Chaldees, and just to make sure we know what the word Chaldees is. It's referring to sorcerers, astrologers. Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
You see, this place called the daughter of Babylon will no longer be called tender and delicate. Okay, this place, everybody loves this place. Everybody wants to come to this place. But there's going to be a time, doth saith the Most High, that this place will never be called delicate again. Okay, go ahead.
Take the milestones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh.
You see, uncover the thigh. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Same thing we read in the book of Nahum. All right, the Most High is going to make the whole world to see what this place is really about. Go ahead.
Pass over the rivers.
Go ahead.
3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
See that? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Meaning the Most High will expose America for what it really is. The daughter of Babylon. Go ahead.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
See that? Thy shame shall be seen. Okay, go ahead.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
I will what?
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Why have the Most High to take vengeance? We just read it. For what they've done to the children of Israel. This is why he needs to avenge his people. Who's going to stand up for us? NYPD is not doing it. Your government is not standing up for our people, so who's going to do it? The Most High himself. Go ahead.
4. As for our Redeemer.
See that?
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Go ahead.
The Holy One of Israel.
The who?
The Holy One of Israel.
That's who's going to stand up for us. We have to come back to our God. We have to keep his commandments so that way he can stand up for us in those days. Okay? Everybody who can't wait every 4 years to go and vote. We vote every 4 years and nothing changes. So what are you voting for? You know what I'm saying? People think now because we got a black man in office, oh, we made it now. We didn't make nothing because ever since this guy been in office, what has he done for our neighborhoods? What has he done for us? Where's our stimulus package? Where is it? So you people, you brothers and sisters, gotta stop voting. Gotta take yourself out of this structure because it's not for you. This place was never built for you, okay? And it will never be for you. This is not your home. Go ahead.
5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
See, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. This place will be utterly darkened, okay, when the destruction hits. Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
O daughter of the sorcerers. Okay, this is what this place is. The Bible is telling you. This place is full of sorcery and witchcraft. Okay, this is why the Most High got to take it down. Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
You see that? Thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Okay, this place is the Mecca of every civilization. Every other nation tries to pattern themselves after this place. Go ahead.
6. And I was wroth with my people.
See, he was wroth with his people. Go ahead.
I have polluted my inheritance.
Go ahead.
And given them into thine hand.
So you see that? He said he's the Most High saying he was mad with us. This is the reason why he gave us over to be slaves in this place. But go ahead.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
You see that? But they didn't show us no mercy. Okay? Go ahead.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
You see that? On our elders, on our forefathers, they stricken them and beaten them the worst. They made them do heavier and harder bondage on the ancient, on the older people of our race. You see that? The Most High did not forget what happened here. Okay, this is why he has to bring this. Go ahead.
7. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever.
You see that? I shall be a lady forever, meaning who can touch us? We're gonna always be. America's always gonna be here. Why do you think they got that? Why do you think they got that great big abomination over there by Staten Island, the Statue of Liberty? What do you think? What do you think she's about? Showing her pride. The Most High said, "Thou shalt not make no graven images." That's the biggest graven image I've ever seen in my life. And you're gonna tell me this place is not Babylon? You're gonna tell me that you're gonna tell me that the Most High is not against this place? The biggest
That's right.
abomination right there in the waters in Staten Island, and you're gonna tell me the Most High loved this place? God bless America. Go ahead.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Go ahead.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it. 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given into pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
You see that? They say in their heart that we are number one, and no one else can touch us. You hear it all the time. The way the presidents speak about this place, dictating everything, trying to be the head of the United Nations, putting together the United Nations, okay, getting all the nations to rally against another nation whenever they want them to do that. This is America. This is what the Bible. This is who the prophets was talking about. Go ahead.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
This is what America say. We don't got to worry about nothing. There will never be foreign soldiers' boots on our ground. They can't touch us. That's how they feel. Okay, because there was never a time in history where a foreign nation came into America to fight or to war against them. You always see what? You always see America sending out troops to other nations to fight. Why do you think that is? Because America is the superpower right now. It's ruling. That's why. Go ahead.
9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children.
The loss of children.
And widowhood.
And widowhood. That would happen in one day, according to the Most High, according to the plagues. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
For the multitude of thy what?
Of thy sorceries.
Of thy sorceries. Full of witchcraft. Wait, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. This is what your government structure is made up of. It's made up of witches and warlocks and sorcerers. All right? They're tapping into high demonic forces to get power to continue to rule. But the Most High is going to bring that down. I'm telling you. This is not what you think it is. All right? Go ahead.
And for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
See, the great abundance of thy enchantments. They casting spells on the people to keep the people in league with them, to keep the people wanting it to thrive. Okay? All right? It's sorcery. They're using magic to keep the people engaged in what America is bringing. Go ahead.
10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
See that? They trust in their own wicked. They trust in their magic. They trust in their sorcery. They trust in their enchantments. That's what they believe in. They believe in their god Lucifer. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Thou hast said, none seeth me.
You see that? They saying this. I see. No one knows what we're doing. Let's just cast this spell and cause all the people to live stupidly, and let's just do it because no one can see us. They think no one can see us, but the Most High sees. He's talking about it right now, and he's making us see it. We can see America for what it really is. It's full of witchcraft and sorcery and hatred towards the Most High's people. Go ahead.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
You see that? They think that they got all the wisdom and all the knowledge in the world, but it has perverted them. They became too wise for their own selves. Go ahead.
And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
See that? Go ahead.
11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
You see that? That's going to happen to this place. All right? Suddenly shall mischief and destruction come to this place. It's going to be like out of nowhere. Everybody's going to be living their regular life, going to work, hopping on the bus, hopping on the train, and just like this. It's going to happen. Okay, go ahead.
12. Stand now with thine enchantments.
So now you're saying stand with your enchantments. Go ahead.
And with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
So you see that? So since the beginning of putting America together, they've always dealt with sorcery and magic to sustain themselves. It's always been built on magic and sorcery and evil. Okay? All right? This place was never built on anything good. Okay? God is not, the Most High of Israel is not blessing America. So which God is blessing America? Go ahead.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
So he's saying now they're tired when they come together. They don't know what to do now. Why they don't know what to do? We continue reading.
Let now the astrologers and the stargazers.
Let now the astrologers, the Chaldees, and the what?
And the monthly prognosticators.
See, and the monthly prognosticators, meaning the people who read the stars and bring forth, prognosis, or a fortune telling. See that? Read that again. The stargazers. Read that again. Let now
the astrologers.
See, those who read the times. Go ahead.
The stargazers.
The stargazers looking at the stars to see what's going to happen next. Go ahead.
The monthly prognosticators.
Go ahead.
Stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So now the Most High is saying, why don't you get your enchanters and all your witches and warlocks to help you and save you in this time? Because the Most High is getting ready to show them that nothing will save this place from being taken down from him. Okay? Have your sorcerers predict what's next, what the Most High is going to bring. Have them predict that. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them.
The what?
The fire shall burn them.
The fire shall burn them. Go ahead.
They shall not deliver themselves.
They shall not deliver themselves
from the power of the flame.
Go ahead.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
You see that? This place will be utterly destroyed. So I need someone to show me the history of ancient Babylon being destroyed by fire. I need someone to show me the history of ancient Babylon not being inhabited. This is talking about a future place here. It's not talking about ancient Babylon. Okay, you guys gotta wake up. This is not a joke. Like this is real. Go ahead.
15. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants.
Mm-hmm.
From thy youth they shall wander every one in his quarter. None shall save thee.
None shall save thee. Okay? So now that's the future judgment concerning Babylon. So now let's see the outcome after all this thing coming after all these things started happening. Let's go to the back to the book of Revelations. Okay? In Revelations 18. More on this place called Babylon, or the daughter of Babylon. Okay? We're going to start at Revelation 18 and 1. All right?
Revelations 18, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Mm-hmm.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great, is fallen, and is become the habitations of devils.
All right. I want you guys to understand this. Like I said earlier, this is John the Revelator speaking thousands of years after ancient Babylon was already taken down. So what Babylon is John the Revelator speaking of here? You got it. It's talking of America. This is the place. You want to know where Babylon is? Look around you. Just walk out on the street. Go to 42nd Street on a Sabbath night, on a Friday night. See all the wickedness you will see there. All right. Turn on your TV right now, and I bet you'll see an abomination. Come get your grilled pork, or whatever. Straight abominations on every station. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. Where you left off at.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Read from verse 2 again from the beginning. Sorry.
Revelations 18, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen.
Babylon the great is fallen. Go ahead.
Is fallen.
Is fallen.
And has become the habitation of devils.
And has become the habitation of devils. Meaning there's nothing but demonic forces and spirits operating in this place. Go ahead.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Go ahead.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Mm-hmm.
3. For all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
See that? Every nation got rich off of America. Everybody does business with America. You wanna make money, you come to America. Okay? You buy and you trade and you sell in America. This is what it's talking about here. The kings of the earth have committed fornication, meaning they're all in cahoots with this place.
Stock market.
The stock markets, exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people.
Read that again.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people.
And I've heard another voice out of heaven say, Come out of her, my people. And what?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be what?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. So all the plagues that we read and all the prophecies that we read concerning this place, what would happen? It would be laid desolate. The Most High is telling his people to get out of her so that way you don't receive of that desolation, that you don't receive of the plagues of her sins. Because the Most High, when the Most High is ready to bring it, he's going to bring it. Okay? This is the same way how in 70 AD, how the children of Israel, there was some of the the Hebrews who believed that the Most High was going to save them from the hands of the Romans. And there was some that believed in Christ's prophecy and fled to Africa. Okay, which one are you? Are you going to just sit back and believe in that the rapture is going to save you out of this? Or are you going to believe this? Read that scripture again, verse 4.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people.
Are you going to be one of those that's going to come out of her, my people, and what?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. So if you remain here, you will receive of her plagues. It's point blank. It's point blank. Like there's no dancing around that. It says to come out of her. Okay? You cannot receive of her plagues if you're not in it. But if you're in it, you will receive the plagues. Like that, what can't be understood here? Like, all right, go ahead.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
For what?
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
So now the Most High is tired of it. Her sins have reached his throne. Now he's like, yo, I can't deal with it no more. I gotta take it out. It's too much. Too much high wickedness going on in this place. Go ahead.
And the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
You see that? And the Most High have what?
And the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
Go ahead.
6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works.
Go ahead.
In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Fill to her double. So what she done, do it unto her worse. Okay, that's how the Most High is dealing with this place. Go ahead.
7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously so much.
How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. Go ahead. So much.
So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
See that? I sit a queen, and I shall see no sorrow. Meaning, nothing can touch us. No one can bring us down. But the Most High is prophesying that he will bring this place down. So this is why I need you, brothers and sisters, to understand. How could the most wickedest place on earth not be written in the Bible? This place is the most wickedest empire to be ruling ever in life. Okay? There's no place more wicked than this place where we live in today. And you're gonna tell me that the Most High forgot about this place and didn't write it in the scriptures when he have everything from beginning to the end written in the Bible? It's written here. He's speaking. The Most High is speaking of this place. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
You see that? Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Go ahead.
Death and mourning.
What's the plagues?
Death and mourning.
Death and mourning. Go ahead.
And famine.
And famine. Go ahead.
And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
And she shall be what?
And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Go ahead.
For strong is the Lord our power, who judgeth her.
So they said that this place called Babylon will be utterly burned with fire. Somebody please send it to our email. Send me the history of ancient Babylon being burnt with fire. I need to see that. Because I can't find that history. This didn't happen yet. This never even happened yet. So what is this place that is talking about? You got it. America. The United States. USA. Stars and stripes. Read that part again.
Verse 8. And therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord our power, who judgeth her.
Go ahead.
9. And the kings of the earth, who had committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her, and they shall see the smoke of her burning.
You see that? So now the kings of the earth, all the other kings of the earth, presidents or whatever government structure you have on the earth, they will be sad because of this place. Why? Because they can't do business here no more. Go ahead.
10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
You see that? It's going to happen so fast, everybody's going to be talking about it. This place will be destroyed. The whole world will be talking about it. That's how much of an influence this place has. Okay, go ahead.
11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
See that? And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. Because we can't do business here no more. How are we going to get money? What are we going to eat? It's over. Go ahead.
For no man buyeth them merchandise anymore.
No man will buy their merchandise no more. Nobody gonna be saying, yo, let's go to Best Buy real quick. Follow me to Target so I could get some real quick. It's gonna be done over here. All right, go ahead.
11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. For no man shall buy her merchandise anymore. 12. The merchandise of gold and silver.
See that? Go ahead.
And precious stones, and of pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all twined wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble. 13. And cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men.
See that? You will not be able to purchase anything from this place because this place has an abundance of a lot of things. So this place, after it's been destroyed, you will not be able to buy anything here. Okay? This is why when we read in chapter 17, the woman who was arrayed with all the scarlet and all the pearls, that's what it's talking about. It's describing what makes up this place. Go ahead.
14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after
Mm-hmm.
are departed from thee,
Mm-hmm.
and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all.
See that? Go ahead.
15. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off from fear of her torment, weeping and wailing.
You see that? So all the other nations will be able to see the plagues being rained down upon this place, and all the nations will weep because there's like we got no more money. We can't sell here. We can't buy here. So somebody pull up the history of this happening on the earth already. I need to see the history on this, and I'll recant this whole scripture. I won't even read it no more. I need someone to show me that of this happening, because I don't have the history. No one has the history of this happening on earth yet. This didn't happen yet. Go ahead.
16. And saying, Alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls. 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
You see that? In 1 hour, this whole place, which was built on sorcery and witchcraft, that took years to build, was just destroyed and taken out in about an hour's time. That's how fast it's going to happen. It's not going to take long to bring this down, according to the Most High. Go ahead.
And every shipmaster, and all the companies in ship, and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off.
You see that? So there's gonna be people transporting things, waiting on their way back to continue shopping and selling and trading. And while they're on their way back, they're gonna be standing on the sea and be like, yo, what's going on? They're not even gonna be able to come back to this place because they're gonna see all the torment, all the smoke and fire being rained down in this place. Go ahead.
18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto the great city?
You see that? Go ahead.
19. And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
You see that? So that's what's going to happen in the future. Go ahead. Or in the near future, I should say. Go ahead.
20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets of the Most High have avenged you on her. 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone,
Go ahead.
and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus, with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down.
You see that? With violence shall the great city of Babylon be thrown down. So it's not going to just disintegrate on its own. Violence. The Most High is stirring up the Persians, the Medes, against this place. That's how it's going to happen. The Bible is telling you the steps on how it's going to get destroyed. Go ahead.
And shall be found no more at all. 22. And the voice of the harpers and musicians,
You see that? And the voice of the harpers and the musicians,
and of pipers, the trumpeters, shall be heard no more at all in thee.
you see that? No more great music coming out of Babylon, coming out of America anymore. Okay? All the greatest music come from here. All right? This is where the greatest part of the music come from. on the earth is from America. Okay? No one is going to China to make it big in the music industry. No, no one is going to Bangladesh to become a music star. People, if you want to be a star, you want to be recognized, you come here. You want to make it in the industry, you come to America. Okay? There's no place greater than this place, okay? Hollywood. Okay? All the stars are reverenced around the world here in America. That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
And no craftsman of
See that? No craftsman
of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee.
See that? No more jobs. There'll be nowhere to work here because it will be destroyed. Go ahead.
And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Go ahead.
23. And the light of the candle shall shine no more.
Meaning there will be no electricity even to be operated here. There will be no electricity. Go ahead.
At all in thee.
See that?
And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
No more marriage ceremonies, no more nothing. Why do you think that they're always coming out with these movies and these shows of these apocalyptic shows like The Walking Dead and all these shows and all these movies showing the destruction of America? Why do you think they're showing that in the media? You don't think that they know that there's a destruction coming here? They know, but you don't know. This is why we're here to show you, we're here to warn you what's going on. All right, it's not by accident that they're showing all these demonic films. Every other week there's a scary movie coming out because they know that this place is a habitation of devils. It's become a demonic place. They know. Go ahead.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
You see that? Your Bill Gates, your what else?
Steve Jobs.
Your Steve Jobs, your Bilderbergs, your Warren Buffett. These great men waxed rich because of America. I don't understand why one man needs $100 billion. What are you going to do with all that money? All right? This place is rich enough to not have not one homeless person on there walking around.
That's right.
But yet we see homeless people every day. No one should be sleeping on the streets here in America. No one. No one should be left starving or hungry. No one. Okay? But you think that they care about that? But you wait until September so you can vote for the next president, right? You waiting to vote. What is your president doing for the people that you see walking around in the streets? Homeless. This place is rich. It's full of abundance. And they could care less of someone who's starving, eating. It breaks my heart when I see one of my brothers eating from the garbage can, man. Like, you're going to tell me that's righteous? You're going to tell me that the Most High is blessing this place? It's evil. It's wicked. Go ahead.
And by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
And by what?
And by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
So these people are not willingly trying to stay in league with America. They're being controlled by magic, sorcery, witches and warlocks. They're being charmed by enchantments. This is the place where you want to be. This is the place where you want to live. Think about it, brothers and sisters. Think about it. Go ahead.
24. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
You see that? The blood of all the Most High saints and prophets, okay, and the righteous people are in the soil, or in the ground, okay? So now that we just read the destruction to come on this place that we call America. So now the question is, how can we be safe? How are we going to be safe from this place? All right? I'm going to show you how we're going to be safe. Let's get it real quick. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. Going to the book of Zechariah. This is going to tell you how we're going to be safe. This is how you want to find safety. You want to escape these plagues. Here's listen to the book of Zechariah. Zechariah 2 verse 6 and 7. Here it goes. This is how we're going to be safe.
Zechariah 2 verse 6. Ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
Come come forth and flee from the land of the north. So what does it mean to flee? It means to escape. You have to get out of here. The land of the north. What is this place called? North America. Go ahead.
Said the Most High, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, said the Lord.
Speaking of spreading the children of Israel throughout the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
7. Deliver thyself, O Zion.
No, wait to be raptured.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
No, I'm going to send spaceships to come pick you up.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
Deliver thyself, O Zion. So what does thyself mean? Meaning your own self.
That's right.
Does that mean, is it saying that you're going to be raptured to be safe? Read that again.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
Deliver thyself, O Zion. Go ahead.
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
That dwellest with who?
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Is this talking about ancient Babylon? That what?
That dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. So if you're living in the daughter of Babylon, you must deliver thyself.
Right.
We're not waiting for a rapture. Okay, we're not waiting for spaceships to come carry us out of here. Okay, we're not waiting for that. The Most High said, "Deliver thyself, O Zion." How else are we going to be safe? Let's get it. Let's go to Revelations. Back to Revelations again. Revelations 18:4. We just read that. Revelations 18:4. Read that real quick.
Revelations 18, verse 4.
Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Whoa, what?
Come out of her, my people.
Nah, let's wait for the rapture.
Come out of her, my people.
Nah, you know what? Some spaceships is going to come pick us up.
Come out of her, my people. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but come out of her, my people.
That ye be not partakers. Come out of her, my people.
Go ahead, take your time, brother. Go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. So, ain't nobody gonna save you out of this place, man. Come out of her, my people. You want to know how else we're gonna be safe? Let's get it. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Like I said before, if you do not have this, you do not have a complete Bible. So, go in the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 15. And we're going to read verses 1. We're going to start at verse 1 to 11. This is going to tell you how to be safe, okay? You want to find safety? Here it goes.
Second Esdras,
chapter 15.
Chapter 15, verse 1. Sorry.
Yeah, start at verse 1. Go ahead.
Chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
See that? Speak into the ears of my people the word of prophecy. So what we was just reading was prophecy concerning a place that will be destroyed in the future, or from their point of view, from their time, in a future time, which is our time. Go ahead.
Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
And cause them to be written in paper.
Go ahead.
For they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
See that? Fear not the imaginations against thee. Fear not what these people have planned against us. Go ahead.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Go ahead.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
See that? All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, according to the Most High. Go ahead.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
See that?
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
See that? Go ahead.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
So how did wickedness exceedingly pollute the whole earth? You got it. From the whore that sitteth upon many waters. Okay? Right. Coming from the daughter of Babylon. Because of the daughter of Babylon, all wickedness have increased all over the earth. Okay? Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
See that?
Go Therefore, ahead. Said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
See that? There's going to be a time where the Most High is like, yo, I had enough. Okay? Go ahead.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous, blood crieth unto me.
See that?
And the souls of the just complain continually.
You see that? So the Most High did not forget his people. So all the souls of the men, of the righteous men and women who died on this place, on this earth, their soul still cries out to the Father, where their soul is resting in the place of rest. Their soul is crying out to the Father to avenge them. They didn't just die and just say, okay, I'm dead now. It doesn't matter. They still complain. Their souls still cry out to the Father like, yo, when are you gonna avenge me? This is not fair what happened to me. I didn't deserve this. Go ahead.
And therefore, said the Lord, I will surely avenge them,
Go ahead.
and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
See that? An eye for an eye, according to the Most High. This is what he will do. This is what he will do. Okay? If any man spilleth another man's blood, his blood will be required of that. Your blood will be required of that man. That's how it works. That's just the system of it. Okay? Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
You see that? My people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Go ahead.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
I will not what?
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
To dwell in the land of Egypt. Which Egypt is he talking about? Because we understand that the word Egypt means house of bondage. So which is he talking about? Egypt, the ancient Egypt? What Egypt is he talking about? Go ahead. Let's get it.
11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
As before. He will smite Egypt with plagues as he did before, because we know ancient Egypt was destroyed by the Most High with plagues. But he's saying he's going to destroy this Egypt again with plagues. Go ahead. As before.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And destroy all the land thereof. Was ancient isn't Egypt still inhabited right now? Yes, it is. So the same way the Most High brought down Egypt, the same way the Most High brought down Sodom and Gomorrah and all the other empires on the earth, is the same way how he will destroy this place called America. Same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Okay? Jump down to verse 24.
Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Woe to them that sin.
Woe to them that sin.
And keep not my commandments.
And keep not his commandments. So, if you're not keeping the Most High's commandments, his law, statutes, and commandments, you are in the danger zone. Read that again.
24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
25. I will not spare them.
I will not spare them.
Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
Stop defiling yourselves. Okay? With abominations. Go ahead.
26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
So everybody who's sinning against the Most High in this place or on the earth, he will deliver you into death and destruction. It's not. I'm not saying that. This doth save the Most High. So if you want to be safe, you got to keep his commandments. That's what keep you safe in the world. That's what keep you safe and righteous and just in his eyes. The churches today are teaching you to break it. Oh, that's Old Testament. We don't follow that no more. But yet you follow tithe. You follow the law of tithing. Why tithe then if the law is done away with? Stop tithing then. Stop taking the people's money. How about that? Go ahead.
27. For now all the plagues come upon the whole earth.
See, all the plagues have come upon the whole earth. Go ahead.
And ye shall remain in them.
You see that? You shall remain in them.
For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
So those are the people who will not be delivered. Those who are sinning against the Most High. And we already know this place is built on sin. You can't go nowhere. You can't go down the block without seeing an abomination or a sinful act. It's full of abomination. You gotta remove yourself from that. Okay? So now let's go to what our Savior said, what Christ said concerning these times. It's the last scripture, and we're going to end it here. I'm going to go to the book of Luke. Going to the book of Luke, chapter 21. Luke 21, verse 36. Okay. Luke 21, verse 36. Now let's hear what Yeshaya have commanded us to do in these last times, in these days.
Luke 21, verse 36. Watch ye.
Matter of fact, start at verse 35.
Luke 21, verse 35. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Mm-hmm.
36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
So Christ is commanding us to watch ye therefore and pray that we may be accounted worthy to escape all of these things that are going to come upon the earth. All right? Those of you who understand that you are Israel and don't believe in Christ, you're already condemned already. The only way back to the Father is through the Son. And only through Christ are we able to keep the laws and statutes and commandments of the Father. So our Savior has commanded us to watch everything what's going on around you and pray always. So that way we can be accounted worthy to escape these plagues. And we must physically first come out of her. Okay?
That's right.
Got not just spiritually, but physically got to come out of her. Okay? The Most High is not gonna have all these plagues and not have a safe haven for his people. There are going to be safe places on the earth where the Most High will gather the remnant of his people. Okay? The Most High will save his people, but not from this place where it's going to be destroyed. How can you save anybody from a place that's going to be destroyed? This place is going to be destroyed. Okay? So we have to watch ye therefore and pray always. All right? And with that, brothers and sisters, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.
And may the Most High Ahaya, the power of Israel, be with you. All right? Power to the chosen people. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.